You think you're strong, right? Life's tough now, sure. But, ladies, maybe you're just a little misunderstood. So let me ask you this. Do you really think you'd survive back then just because you're tough now? Imagine surviving childbirth while bleeding out. No painkillers, no doctor, just screams. Imagine working the fields after a miscarriage. No rest, no pity, just pain. Imagine being blamed for a storm and burned alive for it, while no one listens. Imagine being told that reading makes you dangerous. Imagine being married off at 12, to a man old enough to be your grandfather. Imagine your worth being measured by how quiet, obedient, and fertile you are. And now picture doing all of that, without running water, without pain relief, without rights, and without anyone ever asking how you feel. You wouldn't last 24 hours as a medieval woman, not because you're weak, but because the world back then was designed to break you. Welcome to Histoveins. Today, we're not just telling history, we're dragging you inside it. Let's find out if you could truly survive life as a woman in the medieval world. So imagine this. You wake up in a world that doesn't care you exist. It's still dark out. The sound of cocks crowing breaks the silence, your signal to rise. You pull yourself up from a pile of damp straw. Your back aches, your stomach cramps. You've bled through your makeshift cloth during the night, again. There are no pads, no towels, just torn linen, soaked and useless. You reach for a wooden bowl, walk out barefoot into the freezing wind and head into the fields to relieve yourself. There is no toilet, no walls, no privacy, just dirt, cold, and shame. You return to the hut, and the smoke from the fire stings your eyes. It mixes with the stink of sweat, manure, and unwashed bodies, including your own. Your clothes scratch at your skin. There's no underwear, no soap, no warmth. Only layers of coarse wool and a chill that lives in your bones. No one asks how you slept. No one asks if you're in pain, because they don't care. You're a woman, and you were born to suffer. You begin your day by making food for everyone. There's no stove, no utensils, no help. You kneel by the fire, shaping rough bread from barley and water, baking it in ash while your fingers burn. The children scream, your husband waits, your body protests, but you keep moving, because no one else will. After they eat, you clean, then carry water from the stream, heavy buckets swinging from your arms. Then you gather firewood, then sweep, then scrub, then tend to the goats, the chickens, the garden, the laundry, the mud, all before noon. You were married off at 12, to a man twice, maybe 3 times your age. You didn't get to choose him. You barely understood what marriage meant, but they told you to obey, so you did. He touches you when he wants. There is no such thing as no. If he hits you for saying the wrong thing, no one stops him. The church calls it discipline. The law calls it normal. You call it marriage, because you have no other word. At night, he wants more from you. You close your eyes, you try not to cry, and when you start feeling sick weeks later, you already know. You're pregnant, again. But there's no joy in it, only dread. Because you've seen too many women scream for hours only to die with a lifeless child in their arms. There's no doctor. Just superstition, herbs, and blood. You lie on a wooden board, screaming through clenched teeth. You bite leather, you bleed freely. And when it's over, if you're still breathing, they hand you the baby, give you a bowl of soup, and expect you to be back in the fields by sunrise. If a man assaults you, no one punishes him, because what he did isn't a crime, it's expected. If you speak up, they'll say you're a liar. If you cry, they'll say you're hysterical. If you get pregnant, they'll say you were asking for it. The law won't protect you. The church won't defend you. Even the women around you won't look you in the eyes, because they're just trying to survive too. And if someone whispers the word witch, that's it. You're dragged from your home, tied to a post, and burned in front of your own children. No trial, no mercy, just flames. Even during your period, there is no break. You bleed, but you clean. You cry, but you work. You bury your child in the morning and sweep the floor that same night. No one thanks you, no one holds you, no one says your name. They call you wife, mother, or when they need a reason to hate you, whore, witch, burden. You're always too much, too loud, too quiet, too barren, too fertile, too stubborn, too smart, too something, always. Night falls again. You collapse onto the same straw pile, your body shaking. No peace, no comfort, just exhaustion. And as you close your eyes, you wonder, will tomorrow be any different? But you already know the answer. This was Histoveins, where history doesn't just whisper, it bleeds. If this story moved you, share it. Comment how long you think you could have lasted, and subscribe because next time, it might be your life we unearth.